The Green Bay Packers pack up their cheeseheads for a trip to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers, who are coming into this game feeling feisty.
Brady and Marshawn Lattimore, and then Fournette gets involved, and that is really what got this going.
Tampa is 2-0, but that's in large part because of their defensive play. Aaron Rodgers would love to have David Bakhtiari back for this game because he's going to be staring at a ferocious front. Specifically, someone has to wrangle Shaq Barrett. He was a terror in Dallas in Week 1. Same deal in Week 2. Picked up 2 sacks, 5 pressures.
And Winston is sacked. Shaq Barrett comes in, the 6th sack of the day.
Bucs pass rush has started the season on fire. 6 QB takedowns versus the Saints and 9 QB hits.
Pressure comes. Winston steps away. Now he's in trouble and he's got nowhere to go.
Rodgers did get 1 lineman back last week. He tends to take a few sacks regardless. Went down 3 times versus Chicago.
Pressure coming for Rodgers, and they got him from around the edge.
I've heard a lot of good things about the home crowd and everything.
You know, we got to play in this Tampa Heat. They got to come out here. It's going to be a lot of fun, you know, in front of Raymond James, all the Bucs fans. You know, we miss y'all.
You've raised the flags proudly.
Anytime you have Aaron, you're going to have a formidable offense.
I think he wants to beat Brady so bad he can taste it, and he hasn't had really good luck against him.
The Tampa Bay defense, they have been absolutely tremendous.
Joe Tryon's all over the place. Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett. You know Tampa's bringing it.
I love where we at. We're improving in a lot of places that a lot of people don't know.
Whoever makes the least mistakes will win the game.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Giant hole up the middle, lowers the shoulder, and a first down.
That's intercepted at the 35. Mike Edwards, touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Ball is loose. The Bucs say they have it.
Intercepted! Jamel Dean with a terrific pick.
Dean's got another one. A 2-interception half for Jamel Dean. Goes for the deep shot. He's got a touchdown! Scotty Miller.
Hey, just like that!
Pass is picked back the other way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL. On EA Sports. Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
First play, first pass for Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
2021 wasn't quite the 11-touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tunyon the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Those defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation. Gave him 7 blockers up front.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it here with Bernard. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with a type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Hey, you're right about that. No first-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible first-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
It's Dillon again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tom Brady and the Tampa offense getting set to go once again. He's coming off his second interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check, 59.
Brady going to throw. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
The Green Bay Packers took a couple of members of the vaunted University of Georgia defense in the first round in the 2022 NFL Draft, and the second of those picks was Devontae Wyatt, a hulking lineman with excellent athleticism.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From the 6. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We get started up in the great state of Washington. Atlanta making the trip to Lumen Field to take on Seattle. And this a 10-point game as they've reached halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Mike Williams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Andy Dalton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's White. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Packers offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw caught by Raymond. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Jones, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
That's taken it around the 40. Bernard shows the agility. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
He'll find DeGuara complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now.
Now Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Brady sliding out of the pocket. And a catch right side by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Brady and the Bucks, down 20-10, 1:09 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to